Alright, what's up? It's your boy ZB. I'm here with the main man of Miniclip himself, Colin McMenemy, aka Tetsumonchi. Good to have you with us, mate.
Good to be here, in my own room.
And you're now, we've got some questions here from the members of the community and people who just wanted to know some answers to some questions. I hope you're down with answering some.
Yeah, sure.
It covers everything really that the members want to know. So we'll get right on with it just now. First question, Colin. What do you think the future for the Miniclip forums are?
Well, obviously I see the forums continuing to grow as they have done for the last year. As you all know, doubling its size in the last couple of months, more or less.
Last couple of months. It's all the old people come back, man,
Yeah.
let's say. Legends, yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully that will continue, and who knows, we could have 3 million posts by 2011.
4 million posts by 2012, or 20 million posts by 2 million.
Number one in big boards.
That's what
That's
we're
it.
going for, 100%.
That's
yeah.
all, that's what it's about. Only big boards matters, that's all.
There we go, that's the main.
Also, hopefully soon in the future we can get these rules, concerns out of the way and sorted out. And
Absolutely.
you can all enjoy the forum better, and you can enjoy the forum better, and
I'll still find
and
something to
I
moan
don't,
about. no
I don't
matter
have to
what.
listen to complaints all the time.
Exactly. I've seen the amount of emails this man gets, the fact he puts up with it, he is a saint.
100 Miniclip emails a month,
Yeah.
honestly.
And about 50 of them are from the same person, you know who you are. Okay, we're going to move on. Okay, now this is something I'd personally like to know, as obviously I'm an advocate of change and, an overall legend, but Colin, do you like the idea, of giving members more freedom and relaxing the forums,
No,
No,
I'm just kidding.
I saw that. Colin.
Relaxing the forums, yeah, it's good, but we have to do it in a way that doesn't upset the people upstairs, the bosses.
Yeah, exactly. It's treading on eggshells, you know what I mean?
I mean, the thing is, I'm admin, but the main kind of roles, they aren't set by me, they're set by the employees and stuff, and I can only edit the rules and relax them.
There we go. You can't shoot the messenger, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
there's just like a line we can cross before we're breaking their policy.
It's a blue line on the ground, it's a literal line they have where you can't go over it, That's always killer. I mean, you as I said, you can't shoot the messenger. You're essentially, the T-boy on a movie set,
Yeah, I mean, I would try to relax the rules and, take away unnecessary ones so that we have as much freedom as possible. But, I don't think we're ever going to get it quite as relaxed as everyone wants. Just because I don't have the authority to do that.
Now this is a question that I myself again want to know, as well as many of the members, new members, old members, people who have been here a while and have seen the filter change. Why can't you just take some of the words out the filter? Why can't you, some of the lesser words like crap and LMAO? It seems a bit ridiculous. Personally, I've got, nearly all my infractions, of which I have many, are for swearing when I haven't actually meant to swear. I mean, I do swear a lot, but in terms of half the time I've not even been, I've just been laughing at something and I've got an infraction for it. That's going to happen to a lot of people. It's going to grind their gears,
Well, simple answer is these words are in the filter because Miniclip policy says they have to be. The policy, regarding these words is that Miniclip is a family-friendly website. They don't want swearing, and they're kind of reluctant to take it out. I mean, I can see the logic in that. If they want that kind of website with that kind of tone, then you can't have these words. Yes, it's kind of unfortunate for some of you guys. You can't say these, but
because words like crap, myself and like Felicia use as a workaround to other words that I probably can't say because they'll try and filter this as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when the workaround is censored, I reckon that's when you think you've got an issue because it's too strict. Do you know what I mean? Do you reckon what we're going to see? I mean, obviously there's been a campaign for change.
Will we see words lifted from the filter?
Yeah, that's what we want to know. Come on, commit. Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
Oh,
I
no.
have next to no power whatsoever over the filter because I don't decide Miniclip policy. Therefore, I don't decide that these words are allowed or not.
That's terrible, man.
There might be scope for one or two tiny words being removed. Maybe
Tiny ones.
maybe
What about a few 4-letter words?
maybe we can remove ass or laugh my ass. No, ass isn't.
Ass isn't actually, but LMAO is.
Well,
That's
we could
hypocrisy,
we
man.
could maybe remove LMAO, maybe. But
It shouldn't even be there, man. It's
I know.
ridiculous, man.
Well, vent frustration at Miniclip.
I do vent my
Basically.
frustration at Miniclip, but unfortunately, you just need to watch the uncensored version for that. Now, as you know, well, as you should know, for the last couple of years, this might be an alien concept to people who joined in 2010, but the last couple of years, 2008, 2009, we've been running, my man here's been running rather, the Minis end of year competition. That's correct, yeah, 2
That's
years.
correct. Minis has been going on for 2 years now, although we have had Member of the Year since 2005, just minus all the other awards and the Player Channel awards, as we all
There we
know
go.
exist now.
I don't personally use the players channel. I think it's something I need to do. Is it what? Do you reckon it's worth setting up an account?
Definitely, and if you set up an account and you win a minis, one of the main minis competitions, you will get a mini statuette for your Player Channel.
There we go. That's what to do. A virtual statuette that you actually physically can't touch.
I know.
If I win that, that's my life completely.
Only winnable on the forum in December.
Exactly. You come in November, you just get chucked away at the door.
Yeah.
You come in January, no one knows what you're talking about. That's what you got to do. You got to know your months. That's why you go to school, kids. Anyway, so
So the plans for this year's minis.
So I'm a terrible host, man. I just ramble, man. Plans for this year's minis. Plans for. Have
Yeah.
you got anything planned? Anything different?
Yeah, really, it's something really big this time. For the first year ever, I'm going to try and film the minis in Oscar style. That means red.
That's what it do.
You know, it's going to actually be hosted not live, but
Live.
I
Set
wish.
up a full
I wish
feedback.
like feed onto YouTube or something.
That'd be so sick, man. Seriously.
maybe 2011.
Yeah, that's look out for that 2011. But 2010 we got small baby steps. Know what I mean? Alright, so you know, as we know, you've been an admin for a decent amount of time. You're an admin now.
Just over a year now.
Just over a year as admin. Best year the forum's had, I have to add, since 2004, the glory days. But before you were an admin, obvious step was you were a moderator.
Yeah.
Now, when did you come out of power as a mod?
That was July 2006.
Ooh,
just
long time ago.
Just at the start of the Club Penguin era.
Oh God, good times.
I actually owe Club Penguin, because if it wasn't for Club Penguin, I might not have been mod and later admin. But at the time, the forums were being overrun by spam, and they needed someone to take out the trash.
There we go. Exactly. Every cloud has a silver penguin shaped lining. That's the moral of the story, pretty much. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty much. You know, and now you've been staff for
4 years.
4 years, man.
Far too long.
Far too long, man. Obviously, you'll have conversed with all the other staff, bitching about us all non-stop. I'm guessing my own names came up quite a bit. Of course, I can't. I've tried to have a look at the staff forum, and it's just kicked my ass every time I've tried.
It's private.
Private. That's the
stuff.
definition of private, you know. But obviously, you've built up maybe in some cases really strong, you know, bonds with the admins, you know.
Yeah, actually, especially the people I worked with closely, we built up strong bonds, and you know, we're really good teams at that time. I mean, early on, I worked constantly with RFS, dealing with Drakefowl now, I apologise. Dealing with Club Penguin. After he moved to the new Club Penguin forums, Scoots was appointed, and me and him worked closely together for a long period of time. Unfortunately, he's no longer on the team, but we've got a new mod team, as you know, and we're building close ties at the moment.
Absolutely. I love the mods, you know, especially Doc,
Yeah, right.
Doc and JCD. But have you got a funniest memory with the staff, you know? Because you've been there so long now.
You mean what kind of memory of what?
I don't know, what sort of memories we talking here? Rowdy nights out with Felicia, the booze is pouring in, something's going to happen, you know? Especially with her.
There's so many. Actually, one of the funniest moments happened, and it wasn't on the forum. Actually, it was a Club Penguin user on MSN, and
I've not heard this, by the way, seriously, this is
Yeah, as you know, my location, if you may have seen, says blah blah blah, space station, etc. etc. A Club Penguin user on MSN asked me, "Hey Tetsu, do you really live in a space station?"
Oh no!
And you know, I was like, "Yeah, I live in a space station, yeah," and
And I live in a pineapple under the sea.
they were believing me. I told Dracophile, he was like, "Yeah, let's play along to this." So we basically just took the utter rise out of this user.
What the tit, man?
For days, just replying back and forth, more and more lies, and they were just swallowing. Can I say that? Just swallowing everything.
I don't know if swallowing's filtered. In the general context, I reckon you can get away with it here.
Yes, sexual connotations.
As you were saying.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the story? Now, you've been a mod since 2006,
Yeah.
but you've been a member since 2004.
Mhm.
What were your early days like?
Well, early in when I came to Miniclip,
You still look the exact same, can I just
Yeah.
add?
different here though.
Shorter.
Well, back then, I remember the forum. It was obviously a lot smaller than it is now. I mean, I actually reckon it only had about between about 15,000 posts at the most.
But every one of them was solid gold.
Only 15k at the most. We have members with more than that now. But yeah, that's when I joined the forum, and it was a close but small community basically, and
Said by Patrick Davey first, best believe that.
Yeah. And you know, I wasn't really active to begin with. I had other forums to go to, and I basically hung around and left, just on and off like that. Then I came back around about November, and that's when I actually stayed. And
I remember that, yeah.
Between then and about February, March, I was more or less the most active user on the forum. And it was like a game to get as many posts as I could every single day.
You did about 2,000 in 2 weeks.
2,000, yeah, honestly.
The main admin was the worst spammer on the site. Well, it wasn't actually spam, well...
I wasn't an admin back then. I was just this Dragon Ball Z kid. Who spammed.
Who spammed pretty bad, yeah.
It was funny because I had about 2,500 posts in February 2005. Then Amber Mouse comes along and she's like, "Right, you've spammed enough." So she basically stops. She basically takes my posting rights away for 3 weeks. We can do that, by the way. You're not banned, but you can't post.
That's bitchy, man.
It's really horrible. And in addition, my post count was cut from 2,500 down to 127.
Are you kidding me on?
No, honestly.
I never knew that.
This is all just like regurgitated from my wiki page. But
It's like a therapy lesson, it's all
Yeah.
coming out now, man.
so
You lost 2,000 posts, ladies and gentlemen.
so I was like,
Scar.
so after that I came back and well, I hadn't really changed.
No, he hadn't changed, but he was under the pretense he had so he could get
Yeah.
back. We all do it, you know.
It was funny because well, by the end of that year I managed to win the first Member of the Year competition.
Did you win it first year?
I won it first year. Yeah, I think I did not.
Dodgy result,
Did I
that.
not win one of your Member of the Months as well?
I actually can't remember, but I'm guessing you did. What? I only ever ran 3, I think. Before Intel brought it back. Thank you very much. But who? No, Gimli won it. Then you won it. Then oh god, I think it was Kaboom. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Back
to the question.
back to
So
Early
more or
days.
less all of 2005 was just me spamming and getting kind of ridiculous amount of posts. 2006 Club Penguin came and I sort of got a bit more serious, just kind of deal with a bit to kind of try and deal with the penguins. I thought because they're worse than I was, and then I became a mod somehow. Well, I say somehow. There's a few people really surprised that I became a mod because they were like, "How did this spam kid get to be mod?"
anyone can be a mod.
But I did. So
not anyone, but yeah.
So yeah, between then I was modding all through 2006 stuff, and yeah, I think that more or less covers my early days.
This sort of leads on to the next question. because obviously you changed as a person, you say you became more serious, but the forums obviously changed as well. How would would you say the forums changed? What's the key changes, and do you like the change? Do you think it's changed for the better, the worse?
I think the forum is constantly changing. I mean,
can you be any more general? For fuck's sake.
I will be, but you have to give me a chance to answer.
Sorry, go. On you go.
It feels like Miniclip was, first of all, basically had no rules when I came in. It was just total spam fest. But it was a very small forum, so I guess the spam, if you can call it that was generated, it didn't amount to much. So, who cared?
It seems like a lot, but like I've got to say, this is just a wee anecdote. It seems like 2003 and stuff. It was so much more active, yeah. But when you check it, I mean, it wasn't much. It was like 12,000 posts in like half the year, wasn't it? It was like nothing. It was nothing.
Really nothing. I mean, I think in 2003 actually, you got less than 10,000 posts by the end of that year.
That's
forum.
See, that's nothing. I'm sure, as I said, but every one of them was a complete gem, because we had Jim B. Hello representing even then. Remember he was Jim B. Highland. Did he ever get his post added on?
Yeah, 2 accounts got merged.
Oh, right. That Sonic Avatar's legendary, I gotta say. I remember I tried to swagger jack him once, and I just got abused by everyone for stealing it. But yeah, sorry. Back to the question. The change. Do you, as you were saying basically before I interrupted you.
Well, yeah, it was, really relaxed. Then I'd say that still remained in 2005. In 2006 was the Penguins coming in. It's funny, not only did the staff become more serious and we became more focused on enforcing rules, but members became more serious. I mean, those of you who were there at the time will remember, basically lots and lots of users backseat moderating, flaming penguins.
Still happens, but it's toned down,
It does. But I think in the seriousness that developed in 2006, it was staff and members, so you can't just pin it on the rules or the staff or anyone. 2007, we were kind of in a bad way there, and that was kind of reflected in the atmosphere of the forum.
AKA none. There was about as much atmosphere as there is on the moon.
Really?
None.
I mean, if you look at it, the Penguins had left. 90% of Miniclip had been chased away.
All the good folk had
they just gone because of the Penguins. When the Penguins left as well, there was like, I don't know, a dozen of us active.
Was it that little?
That little.
Fucking hell.
Really? I mean, if you look at it now, we're getting like a quarter of the posts per month that we generate now.
I'm trying to work out what a quarter of the posts.
Well, say we generate 100,000 posts a month nowadays.
Do we hell?
Yeah, almost.
What? 100,000 a month?
Well, we did one month. I'm being a bit optimistic, but I am the admin and I have to be. But we did in August. Last August, we got 100,000 posts. First time since 2006 we have done so.
I take it when you did it in 2006, it was because of the Penguins.
Because of the Penguins. Okay, well, can just as an example.
Enough about the Penguins.
Just as an example, right? Imagine if we got 100,000 posts each month today. Okay, in 2007 we would only have got 25,000 or less a month.
So less, about a quarter.
A quarter, like I said, a quarter of what we get now. That was the situation back then.
But you were there through all the thick and the thin.
I was there throughout. Wasn't really a great month for this. Great year for the staff either. Read my wiki page about that. I'm not going to bore you.
Don't read all of his wiki pages. Some mistruths about my good character on that page. Do not listen. It's lies and slander.
Anyway, 2008 forums got a bit more optimistic and we relaxed the rules because, as you know, the group we call the 08ers came along, and yeah, 08ers. Yeah, well, to be honest, they really just about saved the forum. They
got to give them credit when it's due, man.
They got the activity back up again, and we wanted to keep them. We didn't want them to run off and leave, so we relaxed the rules, and the whole atmosphere improved. 2009, I became admin.
And then shit hit the fan.
Yeah, and Miniclip Forums went to hell.
And it was deleted, and that was the end.
That's it. And that's my view in the atmosphere of Miniclip.
Awesome. What about Wait a minute, I just need to bring shit back like the chorus right here, man. 2010, man, the best year of all. I mean, I've just heard it through the grapevine, 2010, that some really amazing members from 2004 came back and single-handedly saved the forum. Is this true?
Well, the cheat came back.
Oh, the cheat did just the cheat. He's
just a cheat. He's banned at the moment.
He is banned. That's
we'll see if we can help him out maybe.
That's it, Josh. I did this for you, man. Honestly, right.
2010. I won't comment because the best is yet to come, as we know. Alright, now, you know, we've talked the history, we've talked about you being on the mod team. Is it something you enjoy? Do you enjoy being staff? I do, yeah. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. I enjoy the responsibility. You know, I like working on the forum. I like trying to improve it.
He likes calling the shots. He's Machiavelli.
Yeah.
There we go. Future dictator right there, man.
So it's just I like banning people, giving infractions. That's
all the good stuff.
That's why I've given the most out.
That's true, actually, isn't it?
Not bans actually. That Scoots is.
Scoots is always going to hold that record down, man. He did a lot in his short time for better or worse.
But yeah, I've done most infractions and stuff, and I enjoyed it.
You did enjoy. So you enjoy being staff, absolutely.
Overall, it's not for some people. I mean, being in staff. If you're going to be in staff, if I email you and say, hey, do you want to be mod? I will include in the message, by the way, you're going to have to deal with confrontational users, problems, people whining and stuff. Sometimes it gets too much for people, and they have quit in the past. Because being a moderator, it's not just lock thread, delete post.
A lot of shit comes with it, and people aren't aware of that, you know?
Yeah.
Because we do, I've been guilty of this. No matter what you say about when I become a mod, I won't change. You don't change for the job, but the job changes you, you know?
Yeah.
You've got to change how you look at things.
Being an admin obviously means you're going to get more problems and issues to deal with than being a mod, because everything that happens, you know, it's going to work its way up to you in the end. You know, you're the last in the. You have to deal with everything basically. That's it.
The shit is dropped at your doorstep, man.
If a mod or someone or a game developer doesn't, you know, if they've got a problem, they'll pass it on to the admin.
Do you see the downsides to the staff? You've got to take the thick with the thin, but what's the thick?
Well, like I said before, downsides to being staff is it's just having to deal with problems and issues that, you know, that come with the decisions that you make or your mods make. And you know, people aren't happy.
No, everyone's not going to be.
I don't know. No, you're never not going to have a problem as a staff member. You know, whatever forum you're on, because some staff is going to do something, and some member is going to say, "Hey, wait, I didn't deserve that," or "I don't like that," or something.
I can vouch for that, definitely.
And there's going to be issues, but you know, just deal with it and get it out of the way, and then you can go back to enjoying the forum, because you know, staff
just deal with it, man.
Just deal with it.
Just deal with it.
Just deal with it. Tell them to bugger off.
So as you've seen, we've seen the good sides, you know, the perks, the downsides, the karma, the yin and the yang. We've seen it all right here, and you know, you can cop Dizzy's mixtape, man. It's on the downloads right now. But do you see yourself remaining staff for a long time? You know, do you reckon you'll eventually resign? And if you do resign, you know, who do you see replacing you? Because there's some really good Scottish candidates that are like 16 that I reckon should be considered, definitely.
Eventually we'll all move on from the forum, but no, maybe
some form.
But I don't have any plans to resign at the moment. If and when I do, it would be one of the current mods.
Oh, that is such a cop-out answer, man.
It would be one of the current mods that replace me. I mean,
pick one. You've been put on the spot. What mod?
Well, you know, they're all too new to say at the moment.
Oh my God.
I mean, even Felicity has only been, she's been staff for less than a year, so it's really.
He thinks he's Switzerland with his neutral shit. Come on, right? Let's say Felicia Felicia goes on a drugs binge and dies, right? Riggs gets shot because
Okay,
I shot him, right?
Okay.
Who, out of the people that's left, who do you choose? Who do you choose? You've got MMF, you've got in fact no, Dingy Riggs, right? I shoot JCD, right? So you've got Riggs, you've got MMF, you've got who else mods?
Jim B.
Jim B. Doc. There we go. Right, how did I forget about Jim B? Right, so you got realistically, right? We're only choosing people I can stand here, right? So you've got MMF, Riggs, and Jim. Who's the next admin? Right here, it's been decided right here. He's retiring next week. He's not got a choice. Who's admin?
Simply by virtue of him being on staff a little bit longer than the others, MMF.
Get that, fair enough. You got to make a choice.
You know, but like I said, see at this stage, I would not. It's really too early to say. In a year's time, 2 years' time, you know, if we look at the candidates for admin again, then each of the mods will have done much more, and we can actually, you know, decide who really deserves, who should be admin.
We're gonna have to wrap things up here. I've got to say, it's been great talking to you, man.
Nice talking to you too.
Thank you very much. Alright, cut the video. See you later.